already 1 month into the first full year of Xbox One. And, well, hell, a lot's happened. Mostly all this week.
Yeah.
It was a busy week.
Which we'll get to in a bit. But first, we figured our friends at Podcast Beyond, the world's #1 PlayStation podcast, made their 2014 PlayStation predictions. We thought
we're stealing that idea.
Totally rip it off.
Also, yesterday we did them on NVC, so we're super late to the party.
Whatever. It's still January. We're in the clear.
To be fair, Ryan wanted to do this last podcast, and I'm just like, I'm really feeling lazy today.
I don't want to film this or think about it, so... Yeah, let's just make a few... I wrote down 3 of my own, but I figured we'd go around the horn and just... and then we can go back on this and laugh hysterically at how wrong we were in about 11
Somebody add
months'
all
time.
of these to the IGN Podcast Unlocked
Wiki, yeah.
Yes.
We all deserve our comeuppance in 1 year.
Definitely.
We're all horribly
did we
wrong.
track that last year? Have we gone back? Did anyone
was
add
not on
them?
the podcast.
No, we should,
year.
though.
All right.
We'll do that. I'm sure our listeners are awesome and they'll do that. Let us know how badly we fared. Mitch, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Something a prediction for 2014 on Xbox One.
Yeah, so I think to some degree, whatever the new Halo game is going to have, maybe not explicitly, but it'll have elements of always online. Like, I think the campaign will integrate co-op in a way that you're seeing in Destiny, that you're seeing in all these next-gen games that are like kind of skirting the line. Like Watch Dogs has this thing like, oh, someone could jump in your game and they can hack your phone.
Right.
You will see something like that in Halo 5.
Bold.
Where you can
like
just jump into my
going,
game, troll me, help me, whatever. There will be something where you can join in a capacity that is not just, oh, we're both Master Chiefs and we have the damage so we can whatever.
Yeah, it'd be rad if like someone could pop in and just become a brute.
Yeah.
You have to fight them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that Goro?
I don't know.
Was that Andre the Giant?
Oh, yeah.
That's Macho Man. Jesus, what is happening?
Totally different guy.
Whatever.
Both dead.
Oh, jeez. Happy New Year, everyone! Woo! We're alive, and those guys aren't.
Oh, man.
Not worried.
Oh, that got dark.
Real fast. Destin.
Yes.
2014 Xbox One, what's going to happen?
Okay, Killer Instinct will get a Season 2, but it's going to launch with 2 characters to stick with the 2 theme.
Oh.
And
we
then
also get KI2 as a dumb emulated thing
yeah,
to download
that's
for too
what
much
they
money.
will do. It'll be KI2 Season 2. Launch with 2 characters, and then every 3 months you'll get another character.
You can't even keep a straight face during your own prediction.
Okay, there's going to be seriously, there will be a Season 2.
You think
is
so?
my guess.
I mean, that was the plan in the first place.
Who do you think will be
It's their like #1 game right now. Like,
it is?
Well, no, but there's there's not a lot to play on Xbox One right now, so people are playing it. They're spending money, like even if it's $1, for like whatever the lowest price thing is.
I mean, I don't want to knock KI at all because by all accounts it's a pretty good fighting game for the it's a very small but seemingly dedicated crowd, but it doesn't seem I don't hear anybody talking about that game at all. I mean, we were also supposed to get a Season 2 of Spartan Ops for Halo 4.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Mercy.
Well,
for good reason.
It was announced for Evo, so I mean, it's going to be talked about a lot in the coming months.
Yeah.
And people, like all the big guys are playing it. Justin Wong's playing it. Maximilian's playing it. The fighting game community has really latched on to this product.
So let me ask you this: the Killer Instinct, as it is now, has been all characters from the old games. There hasn't been a single new character yet.
That's incorrect, actually. Sadira is an all-new original.
Okay,
character.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you though, Destin, was how many? So let's say your prediction comes true and Season 2 does happen. How many original characters are left? Like, would Season 2 be all new characters, a mix, or mostly new or old ones again? What do you think?
Are you asking what I think? I think it would be a mix. And there's plenty of characters left. There's still
TJ Combo.
TJ Combo.
I forgot he was a guy.
TJ Combo, Cinder, Riptor, Maya, Tusk.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's 5 right there.
Yeah.
Just off the top of my head, and I know there's more that I'm forgetting. So they could launch with the 6 just like they did this time with 2 additional on the way, or they could launch with the full 8 and then have a nice 16 player roster, and I think that would go a long way.
Come
for the community.
fall 2014, they can package it up and throw it on a disc. Here's Killer Instinct Super Deluxe Mega Edition.
Yeah, exactly.
With a
K.
No, that's Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
Give me a prediction for 2014
Let's
on
start off
Xbox
with a sad
One.
one.
Okay.
Halo's not coming out this year.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I had a similar prediction on NVC. I don't think Smash is coming out this year.
Oh, and Smash is no way coming out this year.
So I think Halo's going to slip, and I think maybe we'll get something.
Well, okay, so then that's the question: is you have to look at it from the business perspective.
Yeah.
What's the big game for Xbox One for the fall then?
Yeah, that's tough.
You can't say Destiny. You can't say it. Nothing multi-platform.
Sure.
There has to be a big first-party game. What is it? Because
Fable. Just kidding.
that's not going to be out this year. I don't think. Because with all due respect, I don't think Sunset Overdrive being a new IP is that anchor holiday title. I think it's going to be in the mix.
Do we think Quantum Break's going to be out by then?
It could, but same predicament though. And also, Remedy they're a great developer. They've never made a bad game, but they also are not known for timeliness.
Yeah,
they take their time.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
by the Ghoulies too.
We can hope.
Keep getting grabbed by them Ghoulies.
At first I thought you said grabbed by the Goonies, and I was like, that's an amazing
what I
adventure
want.
game.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
All right. I say that just like the Xbox 360 in 2012 and 2013, I believe the Xbox One version of Minecraft will be the highest-selling first-party game. Because Microsoft will publish it again, as they did in conjunction with Mojang and
4J.
That's it.
Oh, that's so weird that it could be considered first party.
Yeah, it's
even though it's like Sony is
it's
also.
on
it's
everything.
actually more like it's like a second party actually, but it still sort of counts. So that is my first prediction for Xbox One 2014. I think Minecraft on Xbox One will outsell Halo if it does come out, and anything else first party that ships.
Okay,
that's crazy.
All right, we'll go back around the horn. Marty, I'm going to go right back to you.
Oh, did not expect that.
It's like we're on Fox News right now.
Politics.
Putting you back on the spot.
No, I just throw up. So I think
you mock vomit every show.
I do.
Absolutely.
And then afterwards, I real vomit because I get so nervous. I think that despite the fact that the Xbox Live Arcade no longer exists, I think the Summer of Arcade will live on in spirit. And I think come what is that usually July, August?
Somewhere there, yeah. Toward the end of summer.
I think July, end of July,
okay.
End of August.
I think we're going to get a really rad 4 games that make up for the sort of lackluster 2013 Summer of Arcade we had.
Do you think one of them will be something from Chair?
Ooh,
or do you think they're
I could see that.
forever married to mobile?
I don't know. I mean, Infinity
Well,
Blade
it just seems like, that those games make them too much money. Like, as
Yeah.
good as Shadow Complex was, and it did sell well, they made 5 or more times that money with one Infinity Blade game.
I have to wonder if they're looking at Kinect as like, what if we did the same thing but with Kinect for
Could
Infinity
happen.
Blade?
It would. Why wouldn't they? Right?
Yeah,
makes a ton of sense. All right, we'll go right in order. A little clockwise action. I think Titanfall will spike system sales, which is not a bold prediction, but I think
grass is green, water is blue.
I think it will have a long tail up for at least 6 months. I think it will be on the top 10 sales for at least 6 months, because I think word's going to get around to Call of Duty players, and they're going to start coming over in droves, and I think it's going to make that game continue to be one of the top sellers up into the fall.
So do you think, though, come October, November, do you think people are going to leave Titanfall and go to whatever
Call of Duty
comes out
Call
this
of Duty,
year?
whatever.
Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah.
But it'll be in much smaller numbers. I think it's going to Titanfall will mark the beginning of the end of Call of Duty as the number 1 most played game. I think in time Titanfall will get there. Yeah. But it won't be for a while. Like because number 1, Titanfall's it's not on PlayStation platforms.
Yeah.
So boom right there.
Or the Wii U.
But if we're just looking at the Xbox, like just on Xbox Live, I think Titanfall's going to get there by Titanfall 2. Like it's probably going to take that long to move up, move them up and Call of Duty down, but I think it's going to happen in time. Once you play that game, at least in my experience, and Mitch, I think you agree, it's like you play Titanfall and you're like, okay, don't need to play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah.
Done with that.
Honestly, I think a tough thing is going to be we won't see Titanfall 2 until probably 2016.
At least 2 years.
Yeah, and so I think it's going to be tough that, you can say what you will about the annual installments of Call of Duty. I think delivering a fresh game every year kind of keeps it bubbling to the top.
Yeah, that is very true.
We will see. Like, I really don't think Call of Duty sales will slip because of Titanfall this year or
next.
No.
I agree with you there.
We talked about how I think we've talked about this on the podcast, how quickly sort of Halo 4's online fan base left off. Whereas I think if 6 months later Halo 5 was announced and 12 months later Halo 5 came out, I think Halo would have that sort of thunder still would have kept on rolling.
But I will say I do think I agree with you that Call of Duty sales won't slow down, but I do think people they'll still buy Call of Duty, but they'll slowly stop playing it for months and months multiplayer, and they'll move over to Titanfall. So they'll still own both.
Sure.
Which means Activision doesn't care, nor should they really. They're making untold amounts of cash on a daily basis. Just give us a little 1% of that, and then we're all set for life. Think about how much money they make on that.
As easy as that.
Yep. Mitch.
Microsoft will announce, and this is a little esoteric, Microsoft will announce an Xbox One exclusive MOBA.
Ooh.
I don't know if it'll be a shooter. I don't know if it'll be a strategy game. I don't know if it'll be an original IP or a combination of, like, it's Banjo and Master Chief and all these dudes that we own fighting against each other.
And Blinks.
But I fully expect that we'll see a first-party MOBA of some kind.
The devil's advocate, I love the boldness of that, and it makes sense because those things are lighting the world on fire on PC. But Microsoft has been very slow to adopt free-to-play things.
Sure.
You think they're going to bite the bullet and go for it?
Yeah, because
I
think that they'll see the money opportunities in, okay, we have, like, League of Legends is really smart about this. The way Dota does it is Dota gives you every hero for free.
Yeah.
And you just learn them and you go, I like this guy, I'm going to buy clothes for him. League rolls heroes into gameplay and takes them out every week. So this week you play a character for free that you really like, and he goes away next week. And you're like, oh, I'd really like to play him anytime I want to. I'm going to buy him. And then from there you can also buy new skins.
Right.
Microsoft could
like
come
what
up
they're
with
doing
some...
with KI, too.
Yeah, a little bit. And I think Microsoft could learn from that and see, like, okay, people really want to play Master Chief. Let's give them, like, cool costumes and take them away.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's sort of like between Microsoft and Sony, which is going to be the first one to deliver, a MOBA for their massive audiences.
Yeah.
Do you think Microsoft would go so far as to just partner up with and have a League of Legends on Xbox One?
Oh, man. That would be insane.
I don't think that would be.
crap.
The other way around, I don't think would happen. The League of Legends people probably would.
But imagine
If
how crazy
Microsoft
that would
writes
be
them a
at
giant
E3.
check, why would you say no?
Because they don't need Microsoft's
Yeah.
money. They have 37 million people playing that game right now.
Yeah.
And if for them to go, okay, we're going to stop perfecting this game that we are constantly tuning all the time to make a console version.
But who
and
says they
struggle
have
with
to
it.
stop though? They
That's
can just
true.
hire more people. They can hire interns.
I mean,
and port it over to Xbox One.
Riot's not the kind of company that would settle
Huh?
that way.
No.
All right,
I don't know.
Destin, give me another one.
Gears of War
Part of that.
is going to be at E3 2014, teased by Microsoft as their hidden little thing during their press conference.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
they're sort of end one more thing.
I'd say that's almost a given.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's going to be.
Doesn't have to be a bold prediction.
That game is
It's
barely left the starting line.
I predict
They got some
a
doodles on the
one-liner.
paper like, what's Marcus going to look like? Do we give him
Razor ale.
I predict a one-liner, a logo coming into view, and then
and then it fades to black.
2015.
It fades to black, and you just hear shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
and that's
something
the end of the
like
press
that.
conference.
Yeah.
The
Like
A in war turns into a 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
We know that's gonna happen. We know that's gonna happen.
absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna literally turn the tables. No, I'm not gonna actually physically do that.
I was about to say.
Does this table
not
turn?
moving.
And let's go back around one more pass. Destin, I'll start with
Oh.
you.
Okay, so Reddit compiled this huge collection of bug fixes that Microsoft needs to make. We've seen them do minor fixes.
Right. Or
Right.
bug fixes / missing features.
Yes. I think we're going to see a massive overhaul the middle of the year where they're going to address a lot of those issues.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope it's not even that long. I
Yeah.
hope it happens sooner.
They're doing it slowly, but I think they're building up, and they're just like, let's just hit them with a big one and then fix the little stuff.
I hope they can
You
at
know.
least fix the stupidly broke what didn't need fixing, fixed what wasn't. What am I trying to say?
Are you
Don't
serious?
fix it if it's not broken.
We need a new host.
I can't feel my right side. Fixed what wasn't broken party chat system in
Yeah.
time for
man.
Titanfall. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
They
it
might
is.
want to,
Fingers crossed, or we'll be on Skype a lot.
Yeah. Mitchell, got one more in you?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a general thing across all platforms and stuff, but I think that you're going to start seeing the subtitles of games ditch numbers as a whole. We're already seeing it with Killzone and with Infamous, but the Halo game, the Gears of War game, probably Assassin's Creed, a bunch of those games are not going to be Halo 5, Gears of War 4. I think that logo might turn around upside down, be Gears of War 4, but I really feel like that game's going to be Gears of War 4, whatever subtitle they come up with.
Yeah.
Well, they already did it. Gears of War Liberation. Right?
What?
Nope.
No,
That's
You're
Assassin's
thinking of Assassin's
Creed.
Creed. Gears of War
Whoops.
Judgment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be
Mixing
the norm.
everything.
Like,
Yeah.
if it's Gears of War 4, if it takes place after 3, it's going to be like Gears of War Unleashed or whatever. It's going to be the Halo Redeemer. It's not going to be Halo
Yeah,
5.
I mean,
that's going to go away. Cause
Sony's been quick for that. I mean, they have
Yeah.
God of War. I would be willing to bet that Uncharted is Uncharted.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like it has been, but without the numbers.
It is
Because
true.
The
The only
generation is supposed to be a fresh start for all of these franchises.
well, but
I
at the
think.
same time, you
Wait,
look
so-
at Gears of War Judgment didn't have the 4 on it, and
Right.
it sold really badly compared to the numbered Gears games. Halo 4 sold really well with a 4 on it, whereas
I mean, Halo, those games sold better and worse for different reasons.
I
Yeah.
think Halo's going to go all the way
Then
to
a number.
6.
No,
With
there's no
numbers.
I
And
don't
then,
know.
and then they're going to ditch
The difference,
numbers.
like, if Gears of War Judgment was a game that came out on Xbox One this year, like, if it was the exact same game, if it was called Gears of War Judgment, I think it probably would have sold better because it's a new generation. They're going to start giving these games new names to
Right.
not alienate people who are like, Halo 5, I didn't play 1, 2, 3, 3 part 2,
Yeah.
4, Reach. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Final Fantasy, I would say the biggest series, which is the biggest series, GTA has not shied away from they're up to 5,
Yeah.
and they don't
Yeah.
seem to care, and it doesn't seem to slow their
Yeah, but I
sales
mean,
down.
you
that's
had Vice
true.
City and San Andreas. Like, they didn't abide by numbers. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the numbered GTAs seem to sell even better.
Sure.
I mean, when it's
San
3,
Andreas
4.
was the best selling of that generation.
Well, true. I guess
Vice
the
City's
install
my
base
favorite.
was up here higher by then. But yeah, it's an interesting
I think
scenario.
you're going to stop seeing that happen as a whole this generation.
I'm
a
down
lot
with
of
that.
controversy with that call, Mitch. On the ditching the numbers.
Says the guy who thinks Gears of War will be at E3.
Maybe the big game will be at E3.
Oh man.
Classic singers.
I think Elder Scrolls Online is going to be a much bigger deal on Xbox One than anyone expects it to be.
I think you are an insane person.
Ooh,
Here
controversy.
we go. Here we
There's
go.
No way that game is anything other than an abysmal failure on console.
What?
Oh, I think you underestimate the power of the Elder Scrolls brand. It's been
Okay.
huge on Xbox
Yep.
for 8 years, going back to Oblivion. And
You know
this
why it
is,
was huge? Because it was a $60 game you paid for, and you were done.
This is
paying
the
for it.
first. I mean, it's basically 360, or excuse me, Xbox players are going to see this game as Skyrim that I can play with my friends.
See, I don't think they will. That's
I
what
think-
it is. That's absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
the perception,
Honestly, I
is
think-
going to be, oh, it's an MMO with a subscription fee, and I have to buy it. It's like that's so much money. I'd rather just not.
And combined with the fact that this is also the first proper MMO on an Xbox platform. I mean, I don't even
Yeah.
want to necessarily count Defiance because I mean it sort of technically was, but it came and went really quickly. Other than, I mean, this is the only other one besides Final Fantasy 11 back in I mean that was 7 years ago, 07, early 07.
Oh yeah, that was an Xbox 360 game.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right.
So I think that people are sleeping on this game as far as how big a deal it's going to be on Xbox.
I think that game might do okay on PC.
All right, we shall see.
I think it'll be a victim of its own success too. Like on PC, it might do well out of the gate,
Right.
And by then, nobody will care on console because the people who really want it are going to play it in
That's
April.
correct.
And then it comes out in June on Xbox.
yeah.
So there's that 2-month gap where people who really want it are going to play it, get a ton
I don't
out of
know.
it, and
I'm
be
not sure
done.
about that because I'm not sure there's as much overlap as you think, given the PC hardware requirements, particularly for a game like that. Versus I've just got my Xbox One in my living
That
room.
game
but-
doesn't look that good. You don't need a new PC for that game.
Wow.
All right, boom.
Oh,
This will be a
Canadian
fun one.
bundle of joy over here.
Yeah, this will be a
Game
fun
looks
one to
good,
look
but
back
not
on.
like-
I also
Build a
think
new PC
I think
game.
that the name Elder Scrolls doesn't carry as much cachet as Skyrim does.
Oblivion.
Like, I don't know. I bet I have buddies who know what Skyrim is but don't know what the Elder Scrolls is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We got some dumb buddies though. So.
All I know is whenever we do Elder Scrolls stuff on IGN, it tends to do really well. I think.
But I think that might be just a result of the way we frame it, right? Like Skyrim mods and all of the like. Those
No. He's
kinds of
talking
headlines.
Elder
ESO.
Scrolls.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah,
ESO
online.
stuff?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
It does very
all right,
well.
we'll
Okay.
see, and we'll wrap it up. Marty, you got one more for us?
Yeah.
One more in the memory bank.
Yeah, that's it. Mitch has got it. Rare's coming back. Banjo 3 this year. Suck it. Yeah, I think.
I hope you're
3.
right.
You mean
I
Banjo
want
No,
you to be
3.
right.
Oh, 3.
So you had Banjo 2E, and this is gonna be Banjo 3. Yeah.
Combining subtitles and numbers
Yep,
in
yep.
one.
So yeah, Rare is sick of doing connectimals and all that garbage, or whatever. They didn't even do that, but
Connect
64, the new generation.
and they're gonna let me collect Jiggy pieces and talk to Mumbo Jumbo and all that garbage. Yeah, I'm super stoked.
Oh my god, I hope you're right.
Yeah,
Nuts and bolts was so
I'd
good.
quit this job if I was right.
Wow. Okay.
That's unnecessary. So please don't.
We'll edit that out. That's...
Quit this job to start my Banjo-Kazooie fan site.
All right. What are your Xbox One
Yeah.
predictions for the year 2014? Leave them in the comments below if you're watching this on video, and if you're listening on audio, well, hell, email us.
Also go to facebook.com/groups/podcast online.
Chat
You
it
know,
up over
I'm gonna
there.
sift through them, and next week let's read a couple of the
Sounds
gems.
good. And yeah, for you video watchers, be sure to catch us on iTunes for free. Just search Podcast Unlocked. We're here every Wednesday, or really any day you want it. But new episodes every Wednesday of Podcast Unlocked, and we will be right back for the rest of you with the news.